Chula
Vista
School
District
Vapa.
Howdy, partner. My name is Mrs. Montgomery, and you're about to enter the Drama Zone. Welcome to this episode of The Drama Zone, a closer look into the world of theater. Today we'll be exploring the amazing craft of voice acting. Voice actors are actors who specialize not in appearing in person or on screen, but instead they use their voices in animation or voiceovers. There are some voices that you might recognize from different cartoons or video games, but you might not recognize their face. Some actors even have to change their voice in order to create an iconic character. I'd like you to take a look at this clip from Christopher Robin.
You're the bear of my father's drawings.
Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. This is Piglet. Eeyore.
Wait for me. Oh, dear. And I am Tigger. T-I-double-G-R.
What's a Tigger?
I'm glad you asked.
Please, not the song.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, flouncy, trouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one.
He does that a lot.
I'm the only one.
Well, hello everyone.
Did the red balloon make you happy? Balloons make me very happy.
You could probably tell that the voices of those characters sounded very different. But did you know that two of those characters were voiced by the same actor?
As far as my resume, you don't know me, but you know Tigger and Winnie the Pooh.
I think it goes something like this, but I can only do it for a small smackerel of honey.
And Tigger, don't be ridiculous. Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. You gotta pay for the rest. I'm kidding with you.
That was Jim Cummings, one of today's most prolific voice actors. You might also recognize some other characters he's done, such as Ray the Lightning Bug from Princess and the Frog and the Tasmanian Devil from the Looney Tunes. While most people think of voice actors with cartoons, animated movies, or video games, voice actors can also make a living doing commercials, movie trailers, or localized language dub, where they re-record the dialogue into the local language. During an Oscars performance, many different Elsas from around the world joined Idina Menzel on stage as they sang Into the Unknown from Frozen 2.
Może chcesz zbić mnie z tropu, żebym gdzieś zrobiła błąd. Była niเธอก็คล้ายกันและเข้าใจตัวฉันได้ดี Que en su interior sabe que no es de aquí.
Some voice actors are known for using a single voice for many different characters. John Ratzenberger can be heard in every Pixar movie. Let's take a listen.
The Fenster Schneckler 380. Finest child-proof lock in the world. Abominable! Can you believe that? Do I look abominable to you? Behold, the Underminer! John. No, my boss will be happy to take this whole place off your hands and for double his last offer. What do you say to that?
Actors might not all be comfortable in front of the camera or on stage, so voice acting is a way for them to showcase their talent from the comfort of a recording studio. Voice actors work closely with directors and vocal coaches to create the perfect tone for each character. Now I'd like to introduce our special guest star, Robbie DeVillas.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Robbie DeVillas and I am a voiceover actor. I've been very fortunate to do some voice acting for theme parks, feature films, cartoons, video games, and also a little bit of commercial stuff as well. And I'm here to teach you some tips and tricks on how to become a voiceover actor. I love being a voice actor. It's so much fun, whether I'm recording from home, making silly voices, or I'm in the booth with the engineer and the director. I love it. But it's important to know that if you want to get into this field of being a voiceover actor, that it's a freelance career, which means job to job. And you're competing with thousands of other actors from across the world with an internet connection and a microphone. So it's important to be as professional as possible, which means, number one, be on time, whether it's be on time for your sessions or be on time for submitting your auditions. It's really, really important. And also, serve the director. Any notes they give you, take them with a smile and do them to the best of your ability, because being a team player will give the directors and producers a really strong incentive to hire you again, which will be able to sustain you in your freelance career. They'll be like, oh, so-and-so was really good and they were on time and they were really easy to work with. They'll hire you again. It's happened to me. It can happen to you. And also, when you're first starting out with voiceover, try a bunch of different things. Try dubbing, try commercial, animation, video games. Even if you don't feel like one is your particular strength, do it, because you'll never know what you'll get booked for repeatedly, what you'll actually be good at. You never know. So be brave and try a bunch of different things. And lastly, don't forget to have fun. I know sometimes looking at an acting career can be really scary, but as long as you're professional and you have fun, you'll be fine. I promise. And also be on time. Like, that's really important.
Thanks, Robbie. Now it's time for Ask an Expert, where viewers like you get to ask our guest star questions. First up, Samantha in 4th grade asks, how do actors change their voices for certain roles?
How do I change my voice for certain characters? It really depends on who the character is. Sometimes I'm giving a little picture. Sometimes the director has like a reference, like it should sound like this actor or this character or this real life person, and you can try to emulate that. You can use the voice placement exercise I taught you, and sometimes you can just wing it. Try to hear it and just try to reproduce it and just see what comes out, because that part could be really magical and really interesting. And just make big, bold, and fun choices. Just go for it, and you're never going to know until you try.
When it comes to any type of acting, it's always important to try different approaches. Next, Nico in 4th grade asks, do you have to go to school to become an actor?
Do I think you have to go to school to become an actor? No, I don't think you have to go to some fancy school or institution to become an actor. But I think it is absolutely necessary for you to educate yourself in the craft that you want to master, whether it's independent study, whether it's through your current school, a university, an institution, private lessons, whatever it is. You should educate yourself in the career that you want to pursue.
While you don't have to go to a specific school to become an actor, it is important to have an understanding of the field you want to go into. Stefan in 6th grade asks, is it hard for actors to remember all those lines? Now, that's a question actors get asked a lot, but it might be different for voice acting. Robbie, what do you think?
If you're one of those actors who doesn't like to memorize dialogue, then voice acting might be for you, because most voice acting jobs, the script is right there. If you look at the behind the scenes of pretty much any animated Disney movie, you'll see that the voice actors are there with the script. Pretty much the only times that you don't is usually if there's an element of improvisation involved, but most of the time, voiceover jobs, the script's right there, so you don't have to memorize any dialogue. It's pretty cool.
Since you don't have to memorize lines to become a voice actor, everyone has the tools to give voice acting a try. In my class... Oh, that sound only means one thing. It's challenge time! And today's challenge is all about saying hello in different voices. Maybe you want to practice saying hello in an alien voice, but instead of saying hello, you might say, greetings, human. Or maybe you want to say hello in a fancy voice, so you might say, salutations, subjects, kind of like a king or a queen. Robbie, do you have some example voices you can show us?
Here's a few examples of different types of voices and characters you can do. Here's like a sort of a cowboy voice. Oh, howdy there, folks. You're never full of dress without a smile. And here's maybe like a very happy, like Christmas elf.
Hi there! Merry Christmas, everybody! And don't forget, you're never fully dressed without a smile!
And here's like more of like an evilly, big, villainous type of character.
You fools! Don't you know that you're never fully dressed without a smile? Yes, smile.
When you're practicing your different voices, feel free to do it in front of a mirror or in front of your family. Sometimes using your arms or your body can help you get into character for a voice, so feel free to move around a bit. You can try voices you might have heard in movie or TV. Maybe you can copy the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants or Patrick Star, or maybe you can do Mickey Mouse. Oh! You can even try to do voices that you create on your own. Remember to have fun, practice, and try your best. Once again, my name is Mrs. Montgomery, and in my class we have 4 rules. Practice self-control, work as a team, try new things, and have fun. And I'll see you next time on The Drama Zone.